And good evening. It's 6:30 Pacific time, 6:30 Mountain time, 8:30 Central time, and 9:30 Eastern time. Welcome to ALPOUGH. I am here. You're here. How's it out there? It's hot as all anything in Arizona. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you're getting ready to have a nice evening and a great weekend. I'm wearing my red here. To one of my favorite people, Tiger Woods. This is the U.S. Open this week. I was at the 2008 U.S. Open and walked with Tiger. And probably my greatest golf, well, probably, no, the greatest moment, my greatest golf moment was that. And this particular picture, I really like it because we were on the 18th hole and Tiger needed a birdie on that hole. It was the last hole, it was the last group. We were walking with him and he had just made the putt, and everybody went nuts. So Tiger, I wish you well. I hope you get better, man. Nothing else matters but your health. You don't have anything else to prove to anybody. So, but it is U.S. Open week, and I am one of those weekend, couple times a year golfer now anymore. I don't get to play like I used to, but I sure wish everybody well, especially Tiger here. Okay, so today, what are we going to talk about here? Okay, I forgot where I'm at. All right. Just first of all, to let you know, starting Monday, I'll have a high noon start. So I'm not going to be doing a 2:30 show. We're going to be going out earlier so we can catch more people. And I'm still figuring out the time. I may change it again until even earlier. I'm catching people from all over the planet, and I'm just trying to figure out a time to meet everybody at a place that's better. So today's topic is silence ain't violence. And this is the new norm, the new woke expression. And I want to talk about that. I want to just say, first of all, I love to talk about people that are interesting. And to me, interesting creates talking. And people who are out there, some people are out there are just out there to make a buck. Some people are out there because they really want to help change the world. And so, it's when I bring up someone, I talked about Sophia Stewart the other day, the lady who'd walked who made the Matrix, wrote the Matrix and had it stolen from her. And so she eventually won and got her money and got her claim that she deserved, but it took her 20 years. But 20 years is better than none. I want to talk about I was watching this lady, Candace Owen. Candace Owen is Candace Owens. I'm sorry, Candace Owens. Candace is she has her own show. She is affiliated with, I want to say, the Ben Shapiro Network. And she made a couple of interesting really points today, and you might know her from her feud with Cardi B. Apparently they have a long-going feud about what's moral and what's not. But with Candace, she said something very profound that I really thought today, and that's where I came up with that. Apparently, we know that there's a lot going on in the Middle East. And the Middle East. And so she was actually told, she got a couple of, the Daily Wire. Thanks, honey. The Daily Wire. So anyway, she comes on and she reads a couple of quotes. And one quote was, "You're not making any comments about the Palestinians." And do you know you not making any comments is violence? Being silent is violence. Then she got another direct message from someone who was Jewish or Zions. And they told her, you're not making any comment on this. Why aren't you? Don't you know that your silence is violence? And so my name was Silence Ain't Violence, because we talk how we want, us people. So you get it. And so her comment was incredible. I just thought it was incredible. The fact that she came and said, I know a lot of things about a lot of things because I've done a lot of studying about this and that, and I do not make an opinion about something unless I have done my ultimate research, because I know I get quoted and people are going to take it out of context. So I have decided that silence is okay if you're not speaking from the opinion of research and really and interviewing and understanding, because she's a newscaster. She is a talk show host, and every single word of hers is scrutinized, and everybody's words are being scrutinized. And so for her in particular, so she made a profound statement of saying that it was okay for me not to speak about something that I really don't know everything as much as I could to make that opinion. And I really gave her really great props about silence. But then you get accused of being violent, okay, which gets me. All right, so silence. Silence is the absence of ambient audible sound, the emissions of sounds of such low intensity that do not draw attention to themselves, or the state of having ceased to produce sounds. This latter sense can be extended to apply the cessation or absence of any form of communication, whether through speech or whatever, okay? So I didn't get what the two things meant together. And so now I'm like, okay, so what does violence mean? Violence, the exercise of physical force so as to inflict injury on or cause damage to persons or property, action or conduct characterized by this treatment or usage tending to cause bodily injury or forcibly interfering with personal freedom. So this is why I want to give her props. But here, this is again, it's phrases. It's no different than the phrases that I give to you from the wisdom of Sophia. Okay, these are just phrases. But, I'm saying for you to be an adult of your mind, an adult of your thought. You are what you think about. Be an adult of your decisions. Be responsible for your decisions. Be responsible for your actions. You have free will. Use it wisely. How do you use it wisely? By getting wisdom. And so with this said about Candace, I really appreciated the fact that, and she knows a lot about a lot for such a young person. And so I appreciated that. And you do not see that a lot. People just want to speak just to hear what they're saying, okay? Now, you've heard this expression, if you don't have something to say nice, don't say nothing at all. Okay? Now, but that applies, all right? Be slow to speak, slow to anger. All right? So now, this is woke culture, how you have to do it. If you don't research and speak to speak, don't say it. And I believe this is kind of where Mrs. Owens comes through. She's married, has a child, but I think that's her name, but she doesn't go by her married name, but I'll call her Mrs. Owens in respect. And so everything is censored now. I've been censored twice since I started. I already have a warning on my channel because I talked about the V begins with V and it ends in a E. Okay, S, plural. I couldn't talk about it and got warned and appealed and lost. Okay, so be careful what you say, especially over the way things are now. You just have to be really careful because you can apply for a job, and if they find some tweet about you that you might have said in college or even in high school, they can use that against you. Okay, so just be careful. Make sure I've always said, be an adult of your thought, an adult of your decisions, but let's even add one further. Be an adult of your speech. That's very, very important. Okay. So I'm going to leave you with something that just made me move, and I really want you to just before I do that, just might want to finish that is that in terms of what I just said, be wise so you won't get a surprise. Okay, you won't something you tweeted or something you did on Facebook or something that gets on Google. You got to be careful because people might be taking pictures of you don't even know, and you'll see it on Google, and you won't even know it. You won't even know it's there. So be wise. That's what it's about, is being wise. Okay. Oh, okay. So her full name is Candace Owen Farmer. Candace Owens Farmer is her full name. Okay, so I'm going to end this with here. This was something that really moved me. And I want to just end my week with giving you something that I would, I want you to appreciate who you are. I want you to understand how life is so precious, guys. Life is precious. And we don't get long here. And for us, we get caught up in all this crap, these words. But at the end of the day, it's love. So I want to end this here with a picture that I saw and a caption. This is two people who've been together for a long time. And I want to read to you the caption that was on, and then I'm going to end the show. You see, he's holding the hand of his dearest and most precious friend and wife. And she says to him, "Don't call the doctor. I want to fall asleep peacefully with your hand in mine." So he told her about the past, how they met, about the first kiss. They didn't cry. They smiled. They didn't regret. They were grateful. Then she said again softly, "I love you forever." He returned her words, gave her a gentle kiss on the forehead. She closed her eyes and fell asleep peacefully with his hand in hers. Love is what counts. Because a person comes into this world with nothing but love and leaves it again with nothing but love. Thank you for this week. I will be back on Monday at noon. May you be blessed and may you find love every moment of your life.